The protests in downtown Portland over the weekend were rowdy. At times, they were violent, and a couple of things that happened during those protests are now getting national attention.
Okay, so an attack on a conservative writer caught on camera, and then whether Antifa demonstrators threw milkshakes with quick-drying cement in them. KGW's Tim Gordon joins us in the studio with the latest. And Tim, police weighed in on this on Twitter.
Yeah, that's right, Ashley. And Antifa members deny it happening. Police warned about the cement danger during the protest in a tweet. And that tweet said, you see it here, police have received information that some of the milkshakes thrown today during the demonstration contained quick-drying cement. They say they got a tip, plus a police lieutenant saw a cup with the powder in it that looked like quick-dry cement. Some far-left protesters were throwing what they called milkshakes, but several contacted us to say there was no cement in them. Now, this issue has made several national stories, and so did the assault of a conservative writer and video journalist. This is Andy Ngo being pelted with milkshakes, eggs, and also silly string. But worse, he was also hit repeatedly in the face and head and kicked as well. The video shot by the Oregonian's Jim Ryan has gone viral, and conservatives, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz, are calling out Mayor Ted Wheeler and police for not stopping the attack. Now remember, this started with the far-right group Proud Boys coming to Portland to protest Antifa and other far-left groups, and so they all showed up together, and like in the past, there was plenty of trouble. Portland police arrested 3 people so far. It's not clear if any of those arrests are connected to the assault on Ngo. Police are still investigating. I'll send it back to you.